Pedro Valença, guitar player from Brazilian band Pandemmy. Firstly, it's an honor to be here on Antichrist Magazine channel on YouTube. And let's talk about Pandemmy. We play a mix between death and thrash metal. And we have 4 studio albums and 16 years of activity. Our main musical influences are Creator, Carcass, Old Sepultura, and Death. The name Pandemmy is associated with the concept of a pandemic sound, like a sound coverage. Our band name is not linked to the recent pandemic. I wrote about democracy, the Brazilian far-right, the Palestinian cause, the consequences of voting, geopolitics. If you like political themes, you will really like our new album Faithless. I feel that Faithless has taken us to a new level musically and artistically. We made our best songs in our career, and it's a strong death and thrash metal album. The cover art of Faithless is signed by illustrator Juliet and features it's like a visual representations that reference the Black Death pandemic. You can see some human expressions that reflect suffering in the face of a situation which life seriously threatened. The clock and the compass reflect the relationship with time, which seemed to be slower during the pandemic, and the lack of direction that many felt. The gears at the center of the art can be associated with the severely precarious labor relations in recent years. I have a degree in administration and postgraduate in public management. I'm currently moving into the data analysis area. When I listened for the first time bands like Guns N' Roses, Iron Maiden, and Sepultura through the MTV Brazil channel in the middle 2000s, the guitar solos, the intense drums, driving vocals, guttural vocals, all of this was a path of no return. The biggest obstacles are finding time to create art in the face of capitalist ills. It is increasingly difficult to maintain a reasonable quality of life here in Brazil. We are a country with a selfish elite that prevents the average worker from having the necessary conditions for a good life. It takes a lot of resilience to keep making music here in Brazil. It's an interesting question. From the top of my head, I would like to collaborate with 2 family rappers, Anitta Tijoux and Shadia Mansour. Anna is a French Chilean artist, and Shadia Mansour is an English Palestinian artist. Both are rappers who inspire resistance and social justice. Although I'm not a fan of modern metal, I recognize the quality of bands with this sound. They are very important for maintaining the audience and the longevity of heavy metal as a global musical genre. I'm totally against artificial intelligence generated cover art. Using artificial intelligence as a tool is acceptable for me, but using artificial intelligence to replace a human artist, a worker, I think is a step backwards. I'm not sure, but I think it was. I'm not sure, but I think it was Rebirth by Angra. I watched the chief engineer of the World Trade Center claim that no amount of fuel would melt the columns of those buildings. For him, the towers were imploded. Watch the documentary Loose Change 9/11. Man on Fire with Denzel Washington and Dakota Fanning. I once taught business administration at a Christian institution. It was great for the students who taught us a lot, but it was terrible because of the Christian institutional culture. There was a lot of hypocrisy there. This is a very difficult one. I like rock pop bands with female vocals, but from the top of my head I would say Hands Clean by Alanis Morissette, if you consider Alanis as pop music. We will make music, play shows, and spreading our message in the form of art. Thank you so much to everyone who watched this interview. Thank you Antichrist Magazine, and follow us on our social medias and listen to our music on streaming platforms, Bandcamp, Spotify, Deezer, here in YouTube. Thank you. Long live to metal.